We make dozens of food choices every single day, and most of the time, we probably don't even think about them. But what if those choices, whether it's grabbing a quick burger or firing up the grill for a family barbecue, actually tell a much deeper story? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive in and uncover the story behind what's on your plate. It all starts with that super simple feeling, right? I'm hungry. But that one little thought kicks off a whole chain of decisions that can shape our entire day. What are we going to eat? Where are we going to get it? And who are we eating with? This is ground zero for our daily food story. So let's start with a classic modern dilemma. You're hungry, you're in a rush, what do? This first section is all about that initial choice, that fork in the road that often pits our need for speed against the desire for a better, more thoughtful meal. And here it is. This is the trade-off we face all the time. On one side, you've got the burger and fries. It's ready in minutes, and it definitely hits the spot when you're starving. But on the other side, there's the home-cooked meal. Yeah, it takes more time, more effort, but we kind of know it's the healthier way to go. It's that daily battle, convenience versus nutrition. So what really makes a food unhealthy anyway? Well, it's not just about the number of calories. It's about what we call empty calories. Think of it like this. It's energy that comes without any of the good stuff, like vitamins, minerals, or fiber, that our bodies actually need to work right. This kind of food fills you up, sure, but it doesn't really nourish you. All right, to really understand that convenience choice, let's break down what a typical quick meal is actually made of. I mean, what are we really putting in our bodies when we choose speed over anything else? Let's take a closer look at the anatomy of fast food. The term fast food, it perfectly captures its biggest selling point, speed. The whole system is designed from the ground up to make you not wait. And in a world where we all feel like we're constantly running out of time, fast food offers this amazing illusion of getting some of that precious time back. And what's the perfect partner for fast food? More often than not, it's a carbonated drink. The fancy term just means any soda or pop, the fizzy stuff. That fizz just comes from carbon dioxide gas being dissolved into the liquid. But have you ever wondered where that intense sweetness in these drinks comes from? A lot of the time, it's from fructose syrup. It's a super potent sweetener made from corn, and it's cheap to produce. And while it makes those sodas taste great, it's also a major source of those empty calories we were just talking about. Okay, so we've taken apart that quick, often solo meal. Now, let's do a complete 180. Let's pivot to its total opposite. A food experience that's built not on speed, but on connection, on fire, and on friends. Let's think about the classic family barbecue. It's so much more than just a meal, isn't it? It's a whole event. It's like a ritual that turns a simple backyard into a community hub, where the process of actually cooking over a fire is just as important as the food itself. This is a totally different way of thinking about food. Yeah, unlike fast food, a barbecue is all about the process. The whole experience starts hours before anyone even takes a bite. You're marinating the food to get the flavor just right, you're prepping the grill, setting up chairs for everyone. The final meal is really just the grand finale of a shared effort. And the essentials, they go way beyond just the food. Of course, you've got your steaks, chicken, hot dogs, and kebabs, but the whole experience is built on everything else too. The lawn chairs where people hang out and talk, the coolers keeping the drinks cold, even getting the right kind of hamburger buns. It's a whole little ecosystem designed for pure enjoyment. So we've looked at two totally different ways of eating. Now let's zoom out and get to the foundation of it all. Beyond convenience or community, what is food really? It's time to look at the bigger picture and the science behind what we eat. At its most basic, stripped-down level, food is fuel. That's it. It's the stuff that gives us the essential building blocks, the nutrients, our bodies need to not just survive, but to grow, to heal, and to thrive. Every single bite is a biological transaction. So the simplest category is what we call natural foods. These are things we eat pretty much as they are, with very little alteration. An apple right off a tree, a carrot from the ground, grains from a field. This is food in its most original, basic form. Next, we have processed foods. These are foods that have been changed in some way from their natural state. Now, this can be something simple, like canning tomatoes to preserve them, or it can be a really complex process, like creating a packaged snack with a super long list of added ingredients. And finally, there's cooking. Just applying heat is a type of processing that totally changes our food. It can actually unlock nutrients that were hard to get before, it kills nasty bacteria, and it completely transforms textures and flavors. It turns raw stuff into something totally new and delicious. But food is so much more than just science. It is a massive part of culture. I mean, every country has its signature dishes that are just woven into its identity. Think about pizza in Italy, or sushi in Japan, or tacos in Mexico. Food is this delicious, amazing expression of who we are and where we come from. All right, let's bring all of this back to you. We've talked about choices, we've talked about science, about culture. So in this last section, let's take a minute to think about your personal plate and what it really represents. You know, the foundation of healthy eating isn't about being perfect. It's all about balance. A balanced plate makes sure you're getting a good mix of all the essential groups: protein to repair your body, carbs for energy, healthy fats for your brain, and of course, all those vitamins and minerals from fruits and veggies. The goal isn't to restrict yourself. It's just to get a good variety. So let's make this really personal. Take a second and think. What is your absolute favorite food? Okay, now go a little deeper. Why that food? Is it just the taste or the smell? Or is it maybe tied to a specific memory or a person you used to share it with? Your answer to that question, that tells a real story. And that really brings us to our final, most important takeaway. Food is never just fuel. It's culture, it's memory, it's health, it's connection. So the next time you sit down to eat, just take a second to look at what's in front of you and ask yourself, what story does my plate tell about me? Right here, right now. Thanks for tuning in.